What's good? What's good? How y'all doing today? We live in Indy right now. You know what I'm saying? My flight touched down a little later, so I'm a little bit late, but we can get started. So we're gonna talk about Xavier Weaver. As you guys know, his test day is on Saturday, and we will be live at the Lucas Oil Stadium, bringing you guys live content. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for y'all, man. I know I'm a little late. Like I said, my apologies for being late. We got Antoine Brown in the house, man. What's going on, Antoine? He says, Peter, your grandma lips felt good. It, whatever that's about. Eva's, what's going on? You said I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait either. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. Um, it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait either. It's cold up here though. I can tell you guys that. The good thing about it though, we will be in the dome, so it's not gonna be as effective as far as the weather go. Shiny King in the house, man. What's going on, Shiny King? She says, yes, sir. I'm so proud of you, my guy. Continue to expand your brand at the combine, promote your brand. It's going to take you to that next level. Let's go, Mag Dog TV, of the best sports platforms out there. Appreciate it, Shiny King. Yeah, man, I'm trying my best to continually, elevate, you know, um, different scenery. As you guys can see, the background is a lot different than being in front of the house. It's different background, man. So, I just got to continue to elevate. Can y'all please smash that like button? Yeah, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Bring you guys some content that's a little bit different, unique. So all I ask you guys to do, hit the like button. Southbound in the house. He says, great job, bro. You ain't late. You right on time. Appreciate it, Southbound. April in the house. She says, thank you for covering this. Yes, anytime. Anytime. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Like I said, I'm a couple days early because they don't test until the wide receivers, quarterbacks don't go into Saturday. So I just wanted to go ahead and be out here, get familiar with the area. First time being in Indianapolis, so that's why I want to go ahead and come out here early. Jay Smooth in the house. Shout out to Jay Smooth. Always been supporting the channel, man. He says, continue greatness, my brother. Appreciate you. Rhonda says, let's go, Zay. Yes, let's go, Zay, man. Zay, right now, they have him projected to go sixth round. We're going to go ahead and get started with the review of Xavier Weaver. As you guys know, I did do a video speaking about this, but I want to do it live with you guys. Right now, they have Xavier Weaver to go sixth round. Now, this can change as far as how he does, as far as his test results. I will go ahead and share the live link for those that want to join me as far as the live link. We will also be doing this live at Lucas Oil Stadium. So for those that want to talk to me live while we're watching Xavier Weaver perform on Saturday, you definitely will be able to do so. But yeah, they have Xavier Weaver sixth round. I disagree with that because I feel like his numbers is going to increase. I have high hopes for him as far as his performance. So it's going to be a make or break situation, though. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to be make or break. How he performs is going to determine whether he actually gets drafted and goes undrafted. That background welcome sign at home is must for your travel background. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Um, yeah, I think it's a nice background. I think I definitely would do that. Appreciate that, Southbound. I just shared the link for those that want to chime in. He says, Tyler says they test tomorrow, right? Appreciate you, big homie. Well, DBs test tomorrow. Quarterbacks, wide receivers, they test on Saturday at 1 p.m. I think it's like 2 p.m. Eastern, but it's on Saturday. Shirley in the house. What's going on, Shirley? Beach Material says, when is the draft? The draft, I want to say the draft is April. It's around April. I want to say April 27th. I'm not sure to be exact, but it's in April, if I'm not mistaken. Because after the combine, these guys are going to go through what we call a pro day. So guys like Roderick Ward, Jordan Dominic, those guys that didn't get invited to the combine, they will have to go through the pro day, and that will be taking place in March. So um, the draft should be in April. Queen E in the house, man. Shout out to Queen. She said, "Look at you elevating. Love to see it. That's what life is about. Keep it up. 2024 can be yours if you really want it. I believe 100%. You know, whatever we want to do in life, we have to get up and do it. And even if we can't see what happens or how it's going to go, still have to move forward. That's where I am right now with what I'm doing. Obviously I'm covering Colorado, but at the same time, I'm still trying to elevate my brand, and seeing where it takes me. Rocco 74, shout out to Rocco 74, man. He says, last video I saw of Zay, he had a sling on his arm. You think he good to go for drills? Yes, he's good to go for drills. He's definitely good to go for drills. But there's going to be some things about Xavier Weaver that's going to be very important for the combine. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to play this first clip of Coach Prime speaking about Zay, and then Xavier Weaver also speaking in this interview.
And of course, your dad played in the pros for a few years. Well, what did you learn from him about being a pro, about making it to that level?
Really I just learned a lot playing catch when I was young. We play a lot of catch. He's a personal trainer as well, so, I was doing a lot of explosive work when I was young, a lot of ladder drills and box jumps and stuff like that, which is why I kind of got like a freakish ability right now. But I was doing a lot of them type of things when I was young.
So that's where I messed up at. I didn't do explosive drills with Shador.
Yeah, that's what we was
never
doing.
Too late.
I wasn't doing no throwing drills though, so you did good with that part.
Shout out to East Coast Key. East Coast, man, what's going on with you? Always chiming in, showing love to the channel. He says, what's up, Captain? Just checking in. Yeah, man, not much. Just touched down to Indy. Flight arrived a little late, but I'm out here, man, gonna bring some live content. So if you ain't doing much on Saturday during the drills with the wide receivers, quarterbacks, man, definitely chime in. We're gonna be live with it. I'm gonna bring it live for you guys, man. So I think it's gonna be cool to talk to y'all while we actually watching the combine at the same time. How much are receivers needed this NFL draft? Very, very important. This is a very stacked NFL wide receiver class. There are some teams that need wide receivers. The Kansas City Chiefs, for an example, believe it or not, even though they won a Super Bowl, they need wide receivers. New England Patriots need wide receivers. Believe it or not, I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs will be a good spot for Xavier Weaver, but we will see. Appreciate you for the super chat, by the way, East Coast. Definitely will be tuned in. Appreciate that, Rocco. What time you going live Saturday? So let me see real quick. That's a good question. So the position drills, let me see. The position drills for the wide receivers. I'm going to actually probably go live like 10 a.m. But let me see. Because I think it starts like at 12 p.m. Eastern. So let's see. Just give me a second. That's a good question. I need to know that anyway. Okay, so it's 1 p.m. Eastern, quarterback wide receivers on March the 2nd, which is that Saturday. So I probably would go live like 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna go live early, very early. Is there a lot of YouTube channels at the combine? Believe it or not, no. There's not a lot of YouTube channels here. and it's surprising, but no, it's not a lot of YouTube channels. It's really a lot of the big time channels like obviously NFL Network, ESPN, a lot of those um, a lot of those channels. But as far as YouTube go, there's not a lot of YouTubers. I believe I'm like the only one, believe it or not, right now. And it was just something I just thought about. I was like, it would be cool to do that. Obviously, we know Colorado have their spring game coming up as well, which I'm gonna plan on getting out there next month for that. Well, is it next month or April? I think it's April. The spring game is actually April. So, but I was like, I mean, this is downtime right now. So why not go ahead and follow up and see, what's going on with Xavier Weaver. And so, I had to work out a miracle, to see if they will allow me to have access, but they allowed me to have access. So I was like, why not? It'll be cool. I'm not sure where they're going to have me sitting as far as the stands on the field. I have been in talks with uh, one of the NFL communication committee, and they're talking about allowing me to have my own table. So I think it's going to be pretty cool to have a table to do like follow up as far as the combine interviews. Who knows? I may can interview Xavier Weaver live. We may can get an interview with him because I'm gonna have a table. May interview some other players as well, not just him. I'm looking forward to seeing about Caleb Williams, um, Marvin Harrison Jr., all of those guys, man. Kenneth Pickett Jr., all of those guys, man. So I think it'd be cool. So let's continue the interview.
Every day these scouts come in, I mean every day, and he's the first one to ask about. And I would say consistent. He could play inside, outside. At the next level, you may use him inside. He could separate. He's going to make the catch. He's going to practice like a dog. Even when he's hurt, he's going to push through it. Or you give him a couple of days off, he's going to bounce right back. But on Saturday, he's going to be ready to play the game. And you do not have to worry about him being up or being down because he rocks steady. And then he has return ability as well. So you're not just getting a receiver and a guy that's confident and polished, but you're getting a returner as well.
And I think that's very important for Xavier Weaver. Shout out to Jesus. Jesus said, "Is Xavier the only Colorado Buffalo in the draft?" No. So he's not the only Colorado Buffalo that has entered the draft, but he's the only Colorado Buffalo that will be participating at this combine. There's like 320 something players, and of the 321, he was the one to be selected. But players like Roderick Ward, Jordan Dominic, the rest of those guys, they have all entered the draft. So, but they're gonna have to have a good pro day. Xavier Weaver has the best chance because all 32 NFL teams going to be in the at the scouting combine, national TV. Coach is going to be there. Mike Tomlin, all of these coaches. Deion may be there. Primetime Deion Sanders may actually be there. So it's gonna be nice, man. But Xavier Weaver has an opportunity to do something special. He's the only one that has this type of exposure of all the players. Definitely watching live Saturday. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. Shirley says, I'm excited for Zay. He is a good player. Yes, he is. Whatever team takes a shot on Xavier Weaver, I feel like they're gonna get it. They're gonna get something special. It's possible Dunn get drafted. Yeah, that's possible as well. That's possible. That's high praise coming from one of the greatest players of all time. I agree. I would use some late picks on Xavier or Jordan. Yes. I mean, but it depends on what Xavier Weaver can do at this combine. I'm particularly only focusing on the 40-yard dash. The 40-yard dash is what's going to tell us how Xavier Weaver's draft stock is going to go. If he go out there and he run a 4.4, which he's capable of doing, I will show you guys. As you guys can see, he's capable of running a 4.4. If he can run a 4.4, I could see him going, to be realistic, like the fourth. But it depends on his competition. See, these guys are competing against each other, so we don't know how the other guys is going to perform. Some of those guys may not perform as good as Xavier Weaver, which will help Weaver move up in the draft. So, but I do feel like Xavier Weaver needs to run at least a 4.4. Now, if you guys want my personal opinion of what I really, really want to see him run on Saturday, is a 4.3. I want to see him run a 4.3. If he runs a 4.3, I mean, he could be taken in the top 3 easily because he have the film and everything else to go with it. And it's not, you know, me just speaking about this. It's the NFL Combine is all about the 40-yard dash, and you guys going to see that live on Saturday. That it's all about the 40-yard dash. That's all they care about. And I don't know why it's like that. It's always been that way. And I'm sure Xavier Weaver know that, and I'm sure he's prepared and ready.
Welcome back into Coach Prime's Playbook, and so excited to sit down with Xavier Weaver. Big Play Zay, is that a nickname? I assume I didn't make that up, right?
I think you might have heard that as a kid. We don't call him that.
Okay, because I just feel like every time, all season long, when we're like, we need a big play, who is it? 2 finds Xavier Weaver every time.
Well, that stuff starts at practice.
Yeah.
He trusts him.
Yeah.
We know when it comes down to it, and then if he gets one-on-one, he's definitely going to go to him.
Yeah.
Because 9.5 times out of 10, he's going to make the play.
What's your confidence level when Shador says, I'm coming to you, make the play?
I'm real confident.
Yeah.
Real confident. Like, if I know the ball is coming, even if I don't know the ball is coming, it's just, like Coach said, make a play. So I know we need a play. If we need it, then I'll be here for it. We got guys on the team as well that's got the same mindset as me that make a play as well.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of comments as far as Xavier being injured from me following up as far as his social media. I think he's gonna be good, man. He's gonna be good to go. The latest that I've seen was probably a couple of days ago where he was speaking about the combine. So I'm sure he's good to go. I would like to see the Cowboys star on Weaver's helmet next season. Wow, yeah, that'll be nice. Xavier Weaver and CeeDee Lamb. That would be nice. They could use another wide receiver, a route runner at that, because Xavier Weaver's a very good route runner. Shout out to Shiny King, man. 4.3 gets him drafted for sure. Yeah, without a doubt. 4.3 we definitely get him drafted. I agree, but Tank Dell helped his stock out last year running crisp routes and doing well in the shuttle drill. Yes, that's true as well. Some guys, all guys not going to run fast 40s, but fast 40s is basically like a stamp. You pretty much, it's a stamp. You know what I'm saying? You officially getting drafted if you run a 4.3, especially when you have the statistics like Xavier Weaver. He showed that he can play the game. Now the 40-yard dash is just basically the stamp to seal the deal. Can y'all please hit that like button? Yeah, definitely hit that like button. Michael says, Gerald, me too. Wish Coach Prime would get Jordan Norwood to come to Colorado and help receivers focus on catching the ball first. He was clutching the combine, catching balls. I really believe he get that 4.3. He in for sure, 100%. He get that 4.3. He in for sure. I think the Ravens should give him a good look. That's a good selection. I like the Ravens. I do like the Ravens, but I just don't feel like it fits his style because Lamar Jackson is more of like a scrambler. Xavier need to go where they're going to actually throw the ball, like a pocket passer, but I mean, any 32 team would be great. Any 32 team would be great. Any of the 32 teams will be great for sure. I would like to see Zay with the Seahawks. So Zay, then you have DK Metcalf, and then the other little receiver. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice because you have speed with Lockett, you have Metcalf with speed and possession, and then you have Zay with the route runner. So that'll be nice. Alfo says, great analysis, Magdal. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, we just having a casual talk, man. Casual conversation ahead of the combine, which will take place this Saturday. This Saturday, the combine will take place, and we are already out here ready to go, man. Let's see, we have beach material in the house. Yes, sir. Yeah, that Seahawks will be a great selection. The Seahawks will be a great selection. Eva's mom says always, yes, 100%. What about y'all, man? How do you guys feel as far as, Xavier Weaver, Roderick Ward, Jordan Dominic? Because there's other players as well. How do you guys feel as far as them, as far as their NFL chances? I think that would change this year. Watch receivers will be used differently this season. Yeah, I can definitely agree to that. I think wide receiver play for the Baltimore Ravens was why they pretty much they got sent home in the playoffs, because everything is about the passing game, and so um, you have Odell Beckham deciding if he's going to come back. Maybe he goes somewhere else. So yeah, that is a good prediction. Xavier Weaver could fill in for the Ravens because Odell Beckham is leaving. They only have one really good wide receiver, young wide receiver. So Weaver would be a good selection for the Ravens. So let me see. You guys were speaking about Xavier Weaver being injured. Um, no, he's good. He's good to go. He's good to go. And if he had a sling, he was a little bit banged up. But trust me, guys dream to have this opportunity, to be able to perform at the National Scouting Combine. I mean, he gonna be there. I could see Roderick Ward on the Steelers. I like that one. I could see that as well. Any fast-paced team. Shout out to Selma Johnson. That's a very good comment. Yeah, any fast-paced team that's similar to how Colorado ran their offense would be great. That's why I say Kansas City Chiefs would be absolutely insane for Xavier Weaver because they move very fast. Philadelphia Eagles would be I can't say that because I say we because I'm an Eagles fan. We loaded at wide receiver. We have 4 good wide receivers, but I would still like to see that. Weaver should be 3rd round selection. He has the deliverables and is coachable. Any coach would be proud to have him. I agree. I agree with you. Third round, and he's capable. See, people don't realize he could have had easily over 1,000 yards receiving, but he missed that last game. Why obviously Shedeur Sanders being the most sacked quarterback, that did something as far as his statistics. That played a role as far as the draft stock. But I feel like Xavier Weaver has done enough as it is to showcase that he's definitely worthy of an early round selection. 3rd round would be amazing. But for him to get that 3rd round selection, I really feel like he's going to have to perform well at the combine. That 3rd round is basically the envelope, and what he does in this combine is to stamp that envelope. I'm going to continually say that, man. He has to perform well. Right now, he should be running, He should be doing everything he can, not running like full running, but doing first 10 yards, making sure his technique, because the 40-yard dash is all about technique. That's all it is. That's why we see defensive linemen running 4.3s now. Um, it's all about, technique. That's all it is. As you guys know, as I said before, the date obviously is not 2023. I didn't change that. I need to change it, but yeah, I will be live at the Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm already out here in Indy, and just wanted to talk with you guys, man. See how you guys doing. What you guys may want to see, because this is the first time that I'm actually doing this year. So obviously everything won't be perfect, trial and error. But with the help of you guys, some of you guys, you know, has been very consistent with the channel. So if there's some things you guys want to see, let me know, because I want to do it live, of course, but I also want to get some footage of his workouts, to be able to show later. So it's kind of like having a fine line between keeping things, keeping things balanced. I want to show you guys the combine live, but I also want to get some footage, and as well as get some interviews of all the players, as well as Xavier Weaver, obviously the first player that we definitely going to try to get out there and get to, but obviously other players as well. Let's see. Route running is pretty nice. QBs would enjoy a fresh route runner they can depend on. Absolutely. JJ in the house. Shout out to JJ. You know what I'm saying? Always showing love to the channel. It's good to see you. Boy, you ain't never went to the combine with your head like that. Great job, Mag Dog. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. See if you can get that post combine interview. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's my goal, is get the post combine interview, just to see how he feel like he did. That would be great. That definitely would be great. So I may do like I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna actually piece everything together. I'm just going with the flow, to be honest with y'all, because I do want to get some footage of him as far as his workouts to put on the channel. Yo, likewise, good to see you as well. Yes, 100%. Good to see you. You know, let him know we following him anywhere. Prime Nation behind him, 100%. Yeah, definitely want to let him know that we behind him, 100%. I trust you will be able to do more than you think. Yes, 100%. That's the plan, is to get out there and do as much as I can, and be entertaining for y'all. I mean, I feel like it's entertaining in itself with my background, not being in front of the house, being out, saying, getting content. I think it's good in itself. JJ says thanks. Yeah, an interview will be really nice. Yeah, I think that will be the go route, an interview. I think that's the go route, interview, and then get some footage of the workout to show on the channel, and then maybe do a live with you guys, obviously during and before, after. But yeah, interview would be great. That's the plan, because I never interviewed Xavier Weaver either, so it would be great to add him to my interviews list of players. So that's a great idea. So I see 85 people just joined the room. Hit the like button. We just having casual conversation. Nothing special is going on right now. But in a few days it will be. Actually tomorrow. Tomorrow I will go to the Lucas Oil Stadium just to get familiar with the lots, because it's a certain lot that I have to show up to. So I go live with you guys, and then Saturday is go time, So we'll be live every day, the whole weekend. Tyler Lockett is the other dynamic wide receiver with the Seahawks. They'll look out for Xavier. Yeah, with that veteran leadership, I think that would be great. For sure on the workout, yeah, the workout, we got to get that workout. I believe Zay will be going in the third round. I would love to see him with the Dallas Cowboys start on the helmet. That's nice. I've been seeing a lot of the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Those are two teams that I've been seeing the most of. Colorado fans want to see they want to see Zay play for us. The Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Those are two teams I've been seeing a lot. And I think the Cowboys will be a great selection. It will be a great selection as well because you have Michael Gallup, who's subpar. Of course, CeeDee Lamb contract situation. And then you can have Xavier Weaver on that rookie contract. You don't have to pay him pretty much a lot until he's done with that contract. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be a great idea. 1 p.m. Eastern, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. That's what time they start. I would be out there at 10 a.m. Eastern, 2 hours early. So I'm gonna be ready to go early. I'm in the Western region. Yeah, so it'll be Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern. Zay wants to play with Lamar. He told Lamar to look out for him. That's you talking about Zay, right? You talking about Xavier Weaver? No doubt. You're welcome. You are welcome. So we will do one more review of the interview with Xavier Weaver and Coach Prime. I see 90 people just joined in.
And of course, your dad played in the pros for a few years. Well, what did you learn from him about being a pro, about making it to that level?
Really I just learned a lot playing catch with him when I was young. We would play a lot of catch. He's a personal trainer as well, so, I was doing a lot of explosive work when I was young, a lot of ladder drills and box jumps and stuff like that, which is why I kind of got like a freakish ability right now. But I was doing a lot of them type of things when I was young.
So that's where I messed up at. I didn't do explosive drills with Shador.
Yeah, that's what we was doing.
It's never too late.
I wasn't doing no throwing drills, though, so you did good with that part.
Alpha, hey, you know me very well. Yeah, if I can be out there on that 40-yard dash of anything and I can record that, I'm going to be hyped. Like, it's going to be crazy. I'm going to have to make sure I keep the camera steady so you guys can see without me being overly hyped. But yeah, man, if I can get out there on that field, that's going to be a dream come true right there. And that's the plan. They did tell me I can get the podcast table, but they didn't tell me I can get on the field yet or not. But I'm going to dress as if I'm a, and then I'm gonna just get out there and just go with it. Just try to walk out there. You know what I'm saying? So if I get on the field, it's gonna be crazy. Do you have a tripod? Yes, I have. I'm actually using my tripod now. Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, hit the like buttons, man. Hit the like buttons. I have shared the link, as I said before. If anybody want to give their thoughts, it don't have to just be Xavier Weaver. It could be any of the players that you guys are excited to see. Because we watch these guys on TV, and to see them, up close in person is pretty cool. I'm excited to see Caleb Williams. Obviously, I feel like Shador is better, but I'm excited to see what Caleb Williams can do.
Every day these scouts come in, every day, and he's the first one to ask about. And I would say consistent. He could play inside, outside. At the next level, you may use him inside. He could separate. He's going to make the catch. He's going to practice like a dog. Even when he's hurt, he's going to push through it. Or you give him a couple of days off, he's going to bounce right back. But on Saturday, he's going to be ready to play the game. And you do not have to worry about him being up or being down because he rocks steady. And then he has return ability as well. So you're not just getting a receiver, and a guy that's confident and polished, but you're getting a returner as well.
Yeah, so yeah, I have a tripod, and I'm gonna put my tripod with the camera the way that it is right now, and I'm gonna just walk. I'm gonna just walk on the field. You know what I'm saying? Because when you present yourself a certain way and you look a certain way, you know what I'm saying, you blend in. You know, I'm not gonna look like a fan. You know, I'm gonna look like somebody like a media analyst. So yeah, I have a tripod, and so I'm gonna use the tripod for sure. But that's the thing about it. Like, if I can get on the field and get that 40-yard dash, I can actually place the tripod, you know, without holding it. So if I'm jumping in, because if let's say for an example, Xavier Weaver run the 4.3, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be hyped, you know. So yeah, I have a tripod, and it's a good size. So you guys definitely will be able to see everything that I see. Coach Prime mentioned something that I want to speak on as far as special teams. I agree with him 100%. You know, just because, you know, Xavier Weaver is a wide receiver, don't mean he can't play special teams until he actually make a, increase his position as far as wide receiver. A lot of times we see wide receivers. Slater, for an example, um, he played on the punt team, you know, and so um, Xavier Weaver may have to play special teams to make the 53-man roster. JJ said, right, hence the premise for my question. Yes, great question. That was a golden question. That was a golden question. Daisy Richardson in the house. I'm late. When will Zay perform? Yes, Zay will perform Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's quarterback, wide receivers. And you guys will be able to see that live. So you don't have to worry about waiting on YouTubers to speak about it when you actually can see it on my channel. You know, it's going to be right there live. So steady camera shots. Yes. If you can get a quick interview, couple questions for Zay, what would you ask him? Very, very good question. A very, very good question. And while 105 of you are here, if we can get, you know, an interview with Xavier Weaver, what would be some questions you guys would want me to ask? Because me personally, as a former player, my question would probably be just, how are you feeling right now? How are you preparing for this opportunity? You know, now that it's over with, what's your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? So that would be my question. You know, and then I would obviously just commend him, you know, just to have that opportunity. It's a dream come true. This is big. This is a very big deal. Are you there? Oh yeah, I'm here right now. I am here right now. I am this is the Crown Plaza Hotel. So I'm like um 5 minutes away from the stadium. 5 minutes away from the stadium. I can literally walk. What about you, Queen E? What would be a question you would want me to ask Xavier Weaver? What would be a question you would like for me to ask? Or any of y'all? Because I want it to be a quick interview, because the thing about a player, after you finish doing something of this magnitude, you're going to want it to be quick, because you're going to be nervous. You're going to be wondering if you did enough to get, you know, drafted. So it's going to have to be quick and precise. That's why it's important. I'm glad you asked this question. That's why it's very important. We thank you for being there. Appreciate you, Roland. Appreciate you. Exclusive content coming. Keep it coming. Exclusive content. Keep it coming. What round is Zay projected? Yeah, so right now they have him projected as the 6th round. The 6th round. As you can see right now, the projected round is 6. But like I've been telling everybody that been in the live as I started, that 40-yard dash. You know, I can't emphasize the 40-yard dash. You know, for my viewers that's learning as we go, one of the things you're going to learn during this first process of the first year of Mag Dog being at the combine is the importance of the 40-yard dash. If Zay Weaver can run anything, if he runs a 4.4, it could give him, a good looks of being drafted, depending on what he does as far as running routes, the cone drills. He has to run a 4.4. Anything other than a 4.4, I just can't see him being drafted because of the draft class this year. It's very deep. If he runs a 4.3, he's getting drafted. You know what I'm saying? That's a great question. How do you think you did? For one, I didn't get a chance to be a part of the actual, like, this combine. That's another reason why I decided to come out here, because I want to see what it's like. I actually went through the pro day. I didn't get a chance to go through like the combine being on national TV. So, but I did run a 4.3 for Alonzo Highsmith, who is the New England Patriots GM now. So I did pretty well. But as far as the combine, like this right here, I never had a chance to do. I always wanted to. This is a dream come true. This is the step. You know what I'm saying? Being in the house. You can possibly see Jerry Jones, at this combine. That's how big it is. So thanks. We coming to the UCF game. I'm so excited. Yes, definitely. Zay needs to hit a 4.3. 100%, ZD, 100%. He has to hit a 4.3 because of the wide receiver room. This class is very loaded, so he has to hit a 4.3. A 4.3 would pretty much end all the conversations. I think he will go before the 6th round. I wonder if he trained in Colorado with the altitude or in Florida with the humidity. You guys know he do have a YouTube channel, and on his YouTube channel, his training was in Colorado. Yep. So I was wondering that as well. Where was he training? Who was he training with? Those are the things I wanted to know. Weaver was invited. Yes. Weaver was the only Colorado Buff that was invited as far as the seniors go. You guys know this time next year, Lord willing, if we all live in the sea, we're gonna have Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, Shallow Sanders. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of Colorado Buffaloes at this event. It's only one that made it this year, but this time next year, you're gonna have a lot of Colorado Buffs. So I would ask, what is his why? And on his journey to this moment, what is his expectations for himself moving forward? Yeah, I'm gonna actually screenshot that one. That's a good those some good questions. What is his why? What makes him wants to, pursue his goals, and what is his expectations for himself moving forward, which is very important for a football player, because you're living in a moment. You really don't know much as far as the future. I'm interested to see what he will say to that question. What his expectations for himself moving forward, especially after a big test like this, biggest test of his life. How is he thinking as far as moving forward, if he able to? He may not even be able to have any words for that. You know what I'm saying? That's a great question. Yes, he was invited. Okay, so he was in Florida. All right, so there you go. He was in Florida training. So that's great. Happy for you, Mag Dog. Keep the positive attitude. You are where you need it. I need your knowledge. Appreciate you. Hey, I'm still learning. I know it seems like I know everything, but I'm still learning this, myself. And yeah, I'm gonna definitely, stay positive. Keep positive content coming. And just thank you guys for watching the content. You guys been with me ever since the beginning. I can remember my first reaction video where my head was small, you know what I'm saying, as far as the camera angle. my camera was horrible, you know, all the days of being in front of the house, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm actually out doing things to stay more relevant, I guess you could say, or entertaining. So it's pretty cool, man. It's the sky's the limit, but this is just the beginning, you know, because Colorado have their spring game coming up. You know, I want to attend that. I want to attend the practices. For me, you know, I want to attend, you know, that the practices when they actually, you know, practicing against each other. But the games will be nice. It'll be nice to go to as well. I believe he will be glad to see you. He knows who you are. Yeah, that would be nice. It would definitely be nice. Finally, Prime announced Warren Sapp arrival. Oh, hey, breaking news, man. Breaking news. So finally, Warren Sapp has, because I mean, this has been an ongoing conversation. You know, we've been hearing this all year, all last year, actually. So Warren Sapp arrival is official. That's awesome. That's going to help the defensive line. Chidozie Nwankwo. How do you guys feel about Bishop? Bishop being suspended. What's y'all thoughts on that? Do you guys feel like that's going to impact the defensive line any, or do you guys feel like we good regardless? The spring game is going to, yes, the spring game is definitely going to be lit. And it'll be cool to meet some of y'all, man. If y'all participate or go out there to the spring game, you know, it'd be cool to meet some of y'all. It's definitely going to be lit, especially after hearing Coach Prime speak about that with Lil Wayne, you know, about what he has planned. He even said some things about the party, you know, so it's going to be crazy. I mean, I can imagine how it's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if the spring game be similar to what we see on the Super Bowl halftime show, you know, where we see celebrities rapping and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised with Coach Prime, man. You never know what to expect with him. Where have you been, Bishop Thomas? No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's your opinion as far as that go? Like, do you feel like with him not playing this season, is that going to impact? Is that going to impact the defensive line any? YouTuber Bird's Eye View will also be at the combine. I believe his brother will be on the field Saturday. Oh, that's awesome! Shout out to the Bird's Eye View. Shout out to him. That's awesome. I believe his brother will be on the field. Okay, that's great. That's great. Awesome. It's great, man. This is a generation where, you know, YouTubers, especially sports analysts, are becoming more respected. I could say, you know, for them to allow us to have access inside of the facility is insane in itself. You know, so that's great. I hate it for Bishop, and Coach had great expectations for him. He did take accountability, and I hope he finds success. Miss New York Finest. Shout out to Miss New York Finest. God has plans for us and we set goals. What are your goals to continue to grow your channel? By the way, you are doing a great job. Keep it up. My goals for my channel, um, I want to continually, you know, that's a very good question. I want to continue to bring content from a player's perspective by living through other players, if that makes sense. Like, for an example, Xavier Weaver, you know, I can imagine, you know, the times when I was playing, you know, having opportunities to try out for teams and stuff like that. But I couldn't imagine how it would be to be at a actual National Football League scouting combine. So this is an example of adding that type of creativity with my channel. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the channel in itself, 100,000 subscribers would be the goal. But I really don't too much care much about that kind of stuff because I'm just living in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Football has always been my first love. And so I'm just using it. I'm using this channel. It's like therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? It's like medicine for me, you know, because I love the game and I have given the game so much, you know, in my life. And so using this channel helps me kind of still be around the game without missing it. You know what I'm saying? I still miss it. You know, walking in the stadium on Saturday is gonna be challenging for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I could do the same thing that I see these guys doing. You know, 4.340, great hands, great speed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so that's basically what I have for the channel is just continually um, using it as medicine, if that makes sense. Did you get your immediate pass? Yes. We come out for the combine or for the spring game. Yeah, I have the media pass as far as the combine go. Yes. Didn't Roderick Ward get invited? No. Nope, he didn't get invited. But that doesn't mean I made a video about this, about Roderick Ward, actually my most recent video. But that doesn't mean he won't get drafted. You know, that don't mean he won't be special because Brock Purdy, last pick of the draft. You have shout out to Miss New York Finest. Shout out to Miss New York Finest, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. Means a lot. It really do means a lot. I'm telling you, it means a lot, especially now, because this wasn't a cheap trip. You know what I'm saying? But I have a vision that my channel will do great numbers with this move that I'm doing right now. So, but yeah, Roderick Ward didn't get invited, but this does not mean he will not get drafted. You know, I've seen so many guys not get drafted or not get drafted, not get invited, and still become Hall of Famers. Tyreek Hill didn't get invited. Julian Edelman didn't get invited. Um, Antonio Gates, one of the greatest tight ends, did not get invited. Hall of Famer. You know, Victor Cruz. I mean, I can go all on and on about guys that did not get invited. But yeah, Roger Ward didn't get invited. And that's going to make him more hungry. His presence will be missed, but I believe they will do great 100%. Bishop is good, but they brought Dog. I think we're okay. We can grab linebacker and D tackle. Yeah, and then we have was it Tyran Carter? Tyran Carter. I think that's great. Shannon and Ocho both said they failed the combine. They failed the combine. Yeah, they really have. It's just it's I just can't explain to you guys, like, the combine is just, it's like, I can tell you like this. Xavier Weaver, I can tell you how Xavier Weaver is feeling right now. You know, because I've been a player before. You know, Xavier Weaver right now is just thinking about this moment. You know, this opportunity, that 40. You know, if he run a 4.3, he don't have to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? All Access Sports Media, shout out to you. That's great insight and knowledge. Keep grinding, brother. Appreciate you 100%. Appreciate you. Yeah, it means a lot to me, man. 119 of y'all has joined the live, and I'm recapping the conversation. As I said before, I'm already here in Indy. As you guys can see, my background, 5 minutes away from Lucas Oil Stadium. We will be going live at 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And the goal is to get you guys some live coverage. I also want to get you guys an quick interview with Xavier Weaver, as well as other players, though. I'm not only just going to get Xavier. If I get Xavier Weaver, it's going to be great. But I also want to get other players as well. Caleb Williams, Penix Jr. You know, there's other guys these are guys that are going to be the next, you know, um, Patrick Mahomes, maybe. Who knows how Caleb Williams will be? And, you know, if I can sit down with him, it would be great. But we mainly is going for Xavier Weaver, of course. Congratulations on this project. I am a 69-year-old great grandmother. Hey, shout out to this, man. This is another reason of why I am so motivated into creating content, man. Is because majority of my supporters, I don't like to say subscribers, are on the older side. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like to say old. You know, we ain't, age is just a number. You know, but it's full of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I definitely enjoyed seeing every day. You know, and so she says, "Congratulations on this project. I am a 69-year-old great grandmother. I watch you daily. Your content is informative and educational. Blessings and continued success." Hey, that means so much to me. You know, this here is golden. This means this is a super chat for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's motivating, it's healing, and it lets me know I'm doing something good. You know, Daisy Richardson says, "What's your Cash App?" Yeah, so my Cash App, it should be scrolling on the banner, but I will put it in the comments. As you guys know, I really, you know, sometimes I forget to even mention this kind of stuff. I just enjoy the conversations with you guys more so than anything. But if you want to donate, that's fine. JJ says, "Season, my channel is slowly growing. I'm just getting into the content creation, and it's great to provide the knowledge to the world." Hey, listen, it's all about consistency. That's it. That's all it is consistency. It's not anything rocket science. Right now, you may have, you know, a consistent 5 views a video, but the more you, because you got to understand, each video you make, you want to learn something from it. You want to improve, you know, and whatever you're doing, you doing sports from what your name says. So you just have to find your niche, what you doing, what you good at. You know what I'm saying? But the best thing you're doing right now is starting. I always tell people, just start. You know, I'm not anybody that's special. You know, I'm a small town kid from Mississippi. You know, I started in the front porch. That should tell you it's possible. Anything's possible. You know, I started in the front porch. You know, Note 9 camera. You know, so it's just about just starting and improving as you go. I still feel like I'm not a good content creator right now. I'm not great. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning. It's a lot. It's a lot you have to learn. When we compare my videos to for example, my videos to Well Off Media, you know what I'm saying? So it's always level of improvement, you know. But that's the main thing. Just start sports media. You're doing the right thing. The banner too small. Yeah, it is small. I mean, I don't know. That's example right there. You know, you have other big time content creators have the big banners, but StreamYard only gives us this. You know, that's all I can work with. Shout out to Jennifer. Jennifer, man, always showing love to the channel. Yes, I'm covering high school sports. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I feel like high school for me was the most enjoyable. Um, that's great. So is it all sports or is it only football, basketball, all sports? What kind of content did you create? Shout out to sports media. If you guys, you know, 117 of you love sports, go subscribe to his channel. I don't do Cash App. Do you have PayPal and or Venmo? Yeah, I have PayPal as well. I will put once again, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to donate, I'll put it in the comment. But yeah, if you guys want to subscribe to the sports media, subscribe to them. Oh, okay. I see your PayPal info scrolling. All sports, yeah, that's nice. I feel like with all sports, it's better because you have more content. You know, whereas if you're doing football, you only can do football. You know, but when you're doing all sports, when you get bigger, it's gonna be easier for you because you have all sports to talk about. So that's great. Appreciate you, JJ. Appreciate you. What you guys doing today? What are you guys up to? So we just hit the 1 hour mark. We're gonna get ready to close in a second. It's once again, man, we're here live, you know, 5 minutes away from ready to bring you guys some content. We will go live tomorrow outside of Lucas Oil Stadium, where we're pretty much gonna have the same conversation I'm gonna probably show you guys around the stadium, and then Saturday we're gonna, get the rolling. Thanks for the words of wisdom. Hey, anytime. Marcus Davidson in the house. What's going on, Marcus? How you doing? Anytime sports media. That's why I enjoy, my um audiences, because the majority of them is full of wisdom. You sure did start on the porch. I used to say they won't let bruh in the house. Now look at you, ain't. Yes, yes. Hey, it's all God for sure. 100%. It's all him. I can't thank him enough. It's definitely all him, because if you guys go to if you go to the very first video I made on this YouTube channel, you would see my content was about me traveling, making travel content. You know, um, that's when I came to a realization that football is not for me. But God had put me back into the being in position to create videos for Coach Prime. Covering him at Jackson State. And then it just continually grew from there. So I just feel like it's definitely all God, because he knows deep down, even if I was creating travel content, I still will always think about the game of football. It's always going to be, it's always going to be there with me regardless. So, um, as I said before, this is medicine. This channel is medicine for me. Daisy Richardson says, "Sent, enjoy, appreciate you 100%. You didn't have to do that, but I definitely thank you a lot for that donation. It helps a lot. It helps me get around for sure, believe it or not. I'm big, but I'm not big, if that makes sense. But yeah, I definitely thank all of you 100%. So, so we pretty much gonna get ready to close, man. I definitely thank all of you for chiming in. Tomorrow, as I said before, we will go live in front of Lucas Oil Stadium, and I probably can show you guys around. I probably won't be able to go inside, because with the media pass, you get one access, one entry access. So obviously, I won't go in until we can see Xavier Weaver. So, but I can still show you guys around Indianapolis. Um, I may can even, create some content showing you guys around Indianapolis. But I just don't think my channel big enough for that type of content. It's mainly Colorado Buffalo fans. I'm not well off media where I can go to the mall and create content and still get over 100,000 views. So, but as I said before, I don't do it for that. I do it just for the journey and documentary. So I still may go to the mall and show you guys what it's like. It's a blessing to be a blessing, 100%. I agree, and that's what I want to do. Just like with sports media, another content creator that chimed in, you know, um, giving him knowledge. That's what we want to do. That's what we have to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Is be a blessing to someone else. That's what Coach Prime is to us all. If it wasn't for Coach Prime, I would not be doing videos covering Coach Prime. So I agree with you 100%. Shout out to JJ. You appreciate you for the donation once again. Appreciate you, Daisy, all of you guys, man. I appreciate all of you 100%. You guys have no idea how appreciative I am. You know what I'm saying? And that goes a long way. That donation that you guys has sent goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't leaving this spot right here. I'm gonna probably go work out, get in the pool, jacuzzi, but I'm not leaving. You know what I'm saying? I'm only here for business, and you know, it is what it is. Shirley, appreciate you. You say enjoy you, blessings. Yes, 100%. I appreciate all of y'all. I was trying to see if some of y'all wanted to join, as we usually have a few people wanting to chime in, but I know it's on a Thursday, and yes, 100%. We're going to be, actually, speaking of being a blessing, to be a blessing. we finna do cash giveaways in March. So I'm gonna be giving right back to you guys anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be doing cash giveaways next month, which is my birthday month. So what better way to give, giveaways during my birthday? You know what I'm saying? And to I thought about how I want to do it, because of course we have membership participants. So I'm probably gonna do a section for them and a section for you guys that's been very consistent as far as the channel go. Um, so we're gonna do that for sure. So I'm giving back as well. We supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? The more you give, you should receive, and that's in the Bible. So I have to do that regardless. You know, but I definitely thank East Coast. You know what I'm saying? He probably at work right now. Usually he chime in. Miss New York Finest, appreciate you. All of you are all blessings, and I appreciate the grandmother, man, grandmother that chimed in to the channel with the wisdom, the motivation. You know what I'm saying? We need to hear those things. You know what I'm saying? We really do. It's good to hear that. And so when you can receive some wisdom from a grandmother that watch you daily, I mean, think about it, grandmother. Hey, that's motivating right there. That's when I'm gonna go home or call my moms and tell her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a grandmother say she watched me every day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we will go live on tomorrow. Probably the same time. Well, during the daytime, so you guys can see. It's actually dark here. It's actually dark. You see. So it's a coolest place, man. But yeah, appreciate everybody chiming in. God bless those who bless others. Yes. Yes. It took me a while to learn that. I had to mature. It took me a while to learn that. You know, when you're young, you don't realize that. But when you get older and you start giving and give and give and you see things coming back, you're like, wow, and that's God working. That's him working. Because believe it or not, like I actually was planning a trip to um, Dominican Republic, for my birthday trip. And, I received the email, from NFL Communications. Hey, they accepted my media pass. So I canceled my whole entire trip to do this. You know what I'm saying? To do this project, so but yeah, I appreciate all of you guys chiming in. I'm going to replay the videos that we played on today, and then I'll see you guys on tomorrow. Yes, 100%. Thank you again, New York Finest. So once again, Xavier Weaver, we out here, man, live in Indy. From a former player's perspective.
And of course, your dad played in the pros for a few years. What did you learn from him about being a pro, about making it to that level?
Really I just learned a lot playing catch with him when I was young. We would play a lot of catch. He's a personal trainer as well, so, I was doing a lot of explosive work when I was young, a lot of ladder drills and box jumps and stuff like that, which is why I kind of got like a freakish ability right now. But I was doing a lot of them type of things when I was young.
So that's where I messed up at. I didn't do explosive drills with Shador.
Yeah, that's what we was
never
doing.
Too late.
I wasn't doing no throwing drills though, so you did good with that part.
Every day these scouts come in, every day, and he's the first one to ask about. And I would say consistent. He could play inside, outside. At the next level, you may use him inside. He could separate. He's going to make the catch. He's going to practice like a dog. Even when he's hurt, he's going to push through it. Or you give him a couple of days off, he's going to bounce right back. But on Saturday, he's going to be ready to play the game. And you do not have to worry about him being up or being down because he rocks steady. And then he has return ability as well. So you're not just getting a receiver and a guy that's confident and polished, but you're getting a
Welcome Welcome back into Coach Prime's Playbook, and so excited to sit down with Xavier Weaver. Big Play Zay, is that a nickname? I assume I didn't make that up, right?
I think he might have heard that as a kid. We don't call him that.
Okay, because I just feel like every time, all season long, when we're like, we need a big play, who is it? Two finds Xavier Weaver
He trusted.
every time.
Well, that stuff starts at practice.
Yeah.
He trusted.
Yeah.
We know when it comes down to it, and then if he gets one-on-one, he's definitely going to go to him.
Yeah.
Because 9.5 times out of 10, he's going to make the play.
What's your confidence level when Shador says, I'm coming to you, make the play?
I'm real confident.
Yeah.
Real confident. Like, if I know the ball is coming, even if I don't know the ball is coming, it's just, like Coach said, make a play. So I know we need a play. If we need it, then I'll be here for it. You know, we got guys on the team as well that's got the same mindset as me that make a play as well.